You need to hear this if you're a woman who's ever wondered, do men really crave strength in women, or is that just a myth? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a question that sparked endless debates, and the answer might just surprise you. We're diving into what makes a strong woman so magnetic. Picture this. She enters a room and suddenly the energy shifts. Heads turn, conversations pause, and there's this unspoken sense of admiration that fills the air. We've all felt it, that electric, almost gravitational pull towards someone who truly owns their power. It's not just about looks or charm, it's about presence. It's about the way she carries herself, the confidence in her stride, and the authenticity in her smile. But what is it really about a woman's strength that sets hearts racing and sparks such deep, lasting attraction? Is it her ability to stand tall in the face of adversity? Is it the way she speaks her mind, or the courage she shows when she stands up for what she believes in? Let's be clear, we're talking about so much more than just physical strength. Sure, being physically strong is impressive, but the kind of strength that truly captivates is the one that radiates from within. It's the strength that's built on emotional resilience, on the ability to bounce back from setbacks, and on the determination to keep moving forward no matter what life throws your way. This inner strength is about fierce independence, the kind that allows a woman to stand on her own 2 feet, to make her own choices, and to carve out her own path in the world. It's about having the confidence to speak your truth, even when your voice shakes, and the courage to pursue your dreams, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's about knowing your worth, setting boundaries, and never settling for less than you deserve. A strong woman doesn't compromise her values for anyone, and that self-assurance is incredibly attractive. She's not afraid to say no, to walk away from situations that don't serve her, and to demand respect in every area of her life. This kind of strength acts like a beacon, drawing people in with its warmth and intensity. It's almost as if her confidence lights up the room, making her impossible to ignore. People are naturally drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, who radiate positivity and self-belief. Men in particular are often captivated by women who know what they want and aren't afraid to go after it. There's something incredibly appealing about a woman who is unapologetically herself, who leads with both strength and compassion, and who inspires those around her to be their best selves too. So, let's unpack this together. Why does strength ignite attraction? How does it shape the way we connect with others, and what can we learn from the women who embody this powerful energy? We'll look at real-life examples, share stories, and dig deep into the qualities that make strong women so magnetic. We'll explore the many facets of a woman's strength, from leadership and ambition to vulnerability and empathy, and how each of these qualities plays a role in creating genuine, lasting attraction. It's not just about being tough. It's about being real, being open, and being true to yourself. So get ready for a conversation that's raw, real, and oh so empowering. Whether you're a woman looking to embrace your own strength, or someone who admires the powerful women in your life, this journey is for you. Let's celebrate the beauty of strength and discover how it truly ignites attraction in the most incredible ways. Strength. It's a word that conjures images of power, resilience, and determination. But when we talk about strength, especially in women, it's so much more than just physical might or a bold stance. It's a quiet force, a steady presence, and a deep well of courage that often goes unseen. It's a word we throw around a lot, sometimes without truly considering its depth. We use it to describe athletes, leaders, and those who overcome adversity. But strength is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's found in the everyday moments, in the choices we make, and in the way we support one another. But what does it truly mean for a woman to be strong? Is it about never showing weakness or always having the answers? Or is it about embracing vulnerability, acknowledging fears, and still moving forward despite them? True strength is layered, complex, and deeply personal. It's about facing life's challenges head-on with courage and grace. It's about standing tall in the face of adversity, even when the odds seem insurmountable. It's about finding hope in the darkest moments and refusing to let setbacks define you. Think about the single mom working 2 jobs to provide for her kids. She's strong. Her strength isn't just in her ability to juggle responsibilities, but in her unwavering love, her sacrifices, and her determination to create a better future for her family. She finds energy when she's exhausted, and hope when things seem impossible. Or consider the women who care for others. Nurses, teachers, caregivers, who pour their hearts into helping those around them, often putting their own needs aside. Their strength is quiet, but it changes lives every single day. Think about the woman who speaks out against injustice even when her voice shakes. She's strong. She stands up for what's right, even when it's unpopular or risky. Her courage inspires others to find their own voices and demand change. True strength lies in emotional resilience. It's the ability to process pain, to heal and to keep going. It's about allowing yourself to feel, to grieve and to grow. Emotional strength is the foundation that supports every other kind of strength. It's about bouncing back from setbacks, learning from failures, and never giving up on yourself. Every time you get up after being knocked down, you're building a resilience that no one can take away from you. Each challenge becomes a stepping stone to something greater. It's about setting boundaries, saying no when you need to, and putting your own well-being first. It's knowing that self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. By protecting your energy and prioritizing your needs, you become stronger for yourself and for those who depend on you. Strength is also about lifting others up, sharing wisdom, and creating spaces where everyone can thrive. It's about community, connection, and the power of women supporting women. Think of Malala Yousafzai, shot for daring to pursue education. She didn't just survive, she thrived, becoming a global advocate for girls' education. That's strength, that's inspiring. And she's just one example among millions of women who show us every day that strength is more than meets the eye. Now let's talk about the fellas. When it comes to the topic of strong women, there's a whole spectrum of reactions, and it's more nuanced than you might think. Men, just like women, are shaped by their experiences, upbringing, and the world around them. So their responses to strength in women can be as varied as their personalities. How do men really feel about strong women? Well, it's complicated. For some, encountering a woman who is confident, assertive, and unapologetically herself can be both intriguing and a little intimidating. It challenges the traditional ideas many of us grew up with about gender roles and relationships. Some men are absolutely drawn to strength. They find it incredibly sexy and are inspired by women who challenge them to be their best selves. For these men, a strong woman is a breath of fresh air, someone who brings energy, ambition, and a sense of adventure into their lives. They see her as a partner who can keep up with them, push them to grow and share in life's challenges and triumphs. These men see strength as a sign of a true partner, someone who can stand by their side through thick and thin. They value resilience, independence, and the ability to face adversity together. For them, a strong woman is not a rival, but an ally, someone who makes the relationship richer and more fulfilling. They appreciate a woman who can engage in meaningful conversations, share their passions, and pursue her own dreams. These men are excited by a partner who brings her own ideas to the table, who isn't afraid to speak her mind, and who has ambitions of her own. They see her success as something to celebrate, not something to compete with. But let's be honest, some men feel threatened by strong women. They might feel intimidated or unsure of their role. For these men, a woman's confidence can trigger insecurities or make them question where they fit in the relationship. Sometimes it's not even a conscious reaction, it's just a feeling that something is off or that they're not needed in the way they expect it to be. This often stems from societal conditioning that tells men they need to be the strong ones, the providers, the protectors. For generations, men have been taught that their worth is tied to their ability to lead, to provide, and to be the pillar of strength in a relationship. When a woman steps confidently into her own power, it can feel like those old rules are being rewritten, and that can be unsettling. But here's the thing, a truly confident man isn't threatened by a woman's strength, he celebrates it. He understands that strength isn't a competition, but a quality that can be shared and admired. He knows that when both partners bring their best selves to the table, the relationship becomes a source of mutual support and inspiration. He recognizes that her strength enhances his own, creating a powerful and dynamic partnership. Together, they build something greater than either could achieve alone, a relationship based on respect, equality, and shared dreams. In the end, the way a man responds to a strong woman says as much about him as it does about her. It's a reflection of his own confidence, his willingness to grow, and his openness to a partnership where both people can truly shine. I've met so many amazing women over the years who embody this kind of strength. Women like Serena Williams dominating on the tennis court and in life, using her platform to advocate for equality. Or think about Michelle Obama, a woman who navigated the pressures of being First Lady with grace and intelligence, all while championing education and health initiatives. These women are forces of nature, inspiring us all to embrace our own power. Remember, strength isn't about being perfect, it's about embracing your imperfections, rising above challenges, and never letting anyone dim your light. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oprah, does this mean I have to be some kind of superhero all the time? Absolutely not. Strength isn't about being invincible, it's about being authentic. And part of being authentic is allowing yourself to be vulnerable. It's about letting your guard down, sharing your fears and insecurities, and allowing yourself to be loved and supported. Think about the strongest person you know. I bet they also possess incredible empathy and compassion. They're not afraid to cry, to ask for help, to show their human side. As Maya Angelou beautifully said, vulnerability is the birthplace of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, and creativity. It's in those moments of vulnerability that we connect with others on a deeper level. We can't talk about strength and attraction without acknowledging the role of society. For far too long, women have been told to shrink themselves, to be less than, to fit into a narrow box. But the times, they are a-changing. More and more, we're seeing a shift towards embracing and celebrating women's strength in all its forms. We're seeing more female CEOs, more women in positions of power, more women using their voices to create change. And you know what? Men are noticing. They're realizing that strong women aren't a threat, but a gift. They're understanding that equality and respect are essential for a fulfilling and loving relationship. Even Simone de Beauvoir, the feminist icon, wrote about how true partnership requires mutual recognition of each other's freedom and strength. It's not about one person diminishing themselves for the other to shine. It's about two individuals, each powerful in their own right, choosing to walk side by side. And it's not just about romantic relationships. Look at platonic partnerships like the Obamas, or professional collaborations like the one between Sadia Khan and his wife, Uma Marvi. She's a physician, he's revolutionizing education. They support each other's strengths, creating something even bigger together.